Okay, yeah, it's a new racing season, so let's fucking get rocking. Engines scream, the grid ignites, steel and thunder under neon lights. The laughter roar, it shakes the ground. New season's here, yeah, the world spins round. Tires scream on the edge of control. Gavin's voice fueling every soul. Hold your breath, it's go time now. He's calling every corner loud and proud. Light it up, PRF1. The battle's burning, we've just begun. To us what? To us speed. Now we condition this, say the clay. Light it up, PRF1. The battle's burning, it's only just begun. Through the smoke, through the speed, Lord of division lives in every lead. Crank the volume, feel the flame. We race for glory, not just fame. Oh, this is where legends run. Light it up, PRF1. G-forces been reality. We chase the flag, chase destiny. From sunrise slacks to midnight fights, we own the straights, we live the nights. Pit lane fire and carbon scars. We're dreaming big and driving stars. And Gavin's got the fans on fire. That's a move you can't retire. Light it up, PRF1. Feel the fury, feel the sun. Speed and soul, tight and clean. This is more than a machine. Crank the volume, feel the flame. We write history with every name. Oh, this is where legends run. Light it up, PRF1. Let it higher, stokes the fire. They're born tonight in the flash of wheels and fearless flight. Light it up, PRF1. No retreat, we chase the sun. Lot of hearts and fearless drive. Every pass we come on alive. Crank it louder, light the flame. With every turn we change the game. Oh, this is where legends run. Light it up, PRF1. Keep her fully lit, you hear me? Let's make this an epic season.
Well, good evening, everybody in the PRF1 Loaded Division. The tension is high, the adrenaline is overloading, the nerves are shattered, and the toilet staff are on high alert as all the drivers have been queuing up for the pot this evening because the nerves are killing them. And this is season 12, race 1 of the new season in PRF1 in Australia, Albert Park. And it has a great scene tonight with near enough a full grid. And just the lineup of the drivers tonight is Scar Trick, Shaggy, Schmitty, Jeffaboom, Godwin, Clem, Dystopian, Slippery Salmon, DK, Master Spread, Axel. Welcome, Axel. Dark Horse there, I can tell you. Fuse Demon, Mike Legend, Gareth Minimad. Hi, Gareth. Hi, Grog Hoarders. I hope there is enough big roll. Bog roll, you mean, not big roll. We've got Andrew Pip Smith, we've got Nemesis, we've got Trappy, we've got Linsky. Hi, Linsky. You're new to me, I think. We've got Hosty in 19 there at the very, very bottom. And they're all out on their laps at the minute. And I'm going to jump in very soon. And I'm just going to get things organised. And it's a massive, massive, massive night for PRF1 and the beginning of their new season, season 12 in Australia, Albert Park. I'm Gavin Bass 1. Give us a like, give us a follow. Get on to Twitch there and give us lots of banter, give us shout outs, and anything you want announced, anything you want to say, just crack on through Twitch, and I'll definitely communicate with you through Twitch. I don't look at Discord when I'm commentating. It just puts me off. But out goes the first lap there at 1:16.787 by Slippery Salmon. And I'm now going to start to jump on board with drivers as they go out onto the tracks. So we're going to ride on board with Shaggy. Let's see what he has. And Shaggy puts in a very respectable 1:17.438 this evening in that kick Saba. Andrew Smith had a 1:18 and the Schmitty 1:18.4 identical times, and Mike Legend with a 1:18.6. But right now, Slippery Salmon has just been pipped by Godwin at a 1:16.8, or sorry, a 1:16.2. But we're on board here now with Scar Tricks. He's driving the Alpine, and he's just coming round to the final couple of corners before he starts his hot lap. So we're going to ride on board with Scar Tricks tonight. Always good to give these guys a bit of camera time. There's a tense atmosphere tonight in this PRF1 Loaded division. The nerves are definitely high, and this is a very important race. This is point scoring time. The socials are over, the niceties are over, and now it's time to make your mark and put your times down for others to see and for others to try and compete with. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and it's a brilliant, brilliant night for PRF1. So here we go with Scar Tricks. He's on a lap, and he slams those brakes on round that right-hander, gets that a little wide. Nicely round that corner, gently onto the throttle and over. Wow, he gets very close to that curb. Brakes, right-hander, and now we're looking for top speed here. This is one of the fastest sections of the course. He's reaching over 200 miles an hour, I reckon, here. 1:9.78, 1:9.7. Oh, I need to turn my phone down. Ah, it's echoing in the background. My wife's just told me. Silly Gavin. But we're on board with Clem. Clem's the boss man, and he's on his hot lap. He's driving this Williams this evening. It's going to be interesting to see who the team players are. So you've got Godwin and Mike Legend in the Ferraris. We've got Trappy and Jeff Aboom in the Aston Martins. Slippery Salmon and Gareth both in the McLarens. Nemesis and Andrew Smith are in the Haas. And Shaggy and Hosty are in the Kicksaba. The Red Bulls are driven by Linsky. And he's DK, of course, my friend DK from Scotland, wishing him luck this evening as always. But we're on board with Clem. And the two Williams drivers is Clem and Master Spread, two very capable drivers. That's going to be a team to contend with, hopefully. Round this right-hander, takes that beautifully, gets the power down, squeezes the ARS slightly, and stays on track lovely. Round this tight left-hander, straightens it up, power down, rides the curb slightly on the left, and over the line he goes, and Clem gets himself nothing because he must have defaulted on that lap. But we're on board here with Dystopian. He's coming round that fast part of the corners and he just goes over slightly, and I don't know whether that was track limits or not, but he's reaching very close to 200 miles an hour before he closes that corner down and then flies round this right-hander. You can't take too much of the curb on the right or you'll find yourself on the other side of the grass. So round he comes. Did that lap count? We'll soon know. Here comes Dystopian. And he puts in a 1:16.455, putting him in a provisional third place, with Godwin in first and Trappy in second. Axel's in fourth. Slippery Salmon fifth. Master Spread is in sixth. Gareth Minimad is in seventh. And Nemesis in the eighth. Shaggy 9 and Linsky 10 so far. But it's very early times in quali, and there's a full 8 minutes left. So these guys are going to go out for a second run at least, and they're going to try and better those laps. And I'm just going to bounce on with Andrew P. Smith here, because he's now getting himself ready for a lap. In the meantime, Schmitty is also warming up for a hot lap, and Hosty too. So we'll just jump on with Hosty. And Hosty's on one. Oh, he gets a wee bit wide there, but he's okay. Hosty hasn't used an awful lot of his battery up to now, so he's wanting a final squirt here. Takes that beautifully. Very satisfying corner that when you get it right. And now he's starting to use the rest of that battery energy, and he's slamming it into that right-hander onto the rumble strips. Cruises round this right-hander, and he's going to slam the brakes on now for the final left-hander before he goes on to the start-finish. And he's going to post up a lap here. Let's see what Hosty has. And Hosty goes into P13. Unlucky for some, and I hope it's not unlucky for Hosty. So let's hope that number 13 place doesn't give you the spooks. On with Mike Legend in the Ferrari. What a night, lads. I hope everybody's enjoying the stream, for those who are watching or are going to watch back later. Don't be afraid to give me the odd wee text now. Keep me awake. Give me some of your fun. But we're going to stay on board here with Mike Legend in this beautiful red Ferrari as he approaches the last couple of turns before he can start his hot lap. He's in no rush. He's just settling things down now. And he's going to make sure he gets the entrance to this last left-hander absolutely 100% right so he can get the power down nice and slowly. And he then puts it down and he crosses over the threshold and off he goes, and he's putting in his hop lap now, and we're on with him. And it's Mike Legend in this Ferrari. AMS Godwin still holds that top spot with Trappy second. A lot of chat this afternoon about this guy Axel. Axel will be wanting to do better than P4. Oh no, Mike Legend bins it. He's lost some end plates. He's got wing damage. Get back to the pits, buddy. You have time to get that wing on and have another go. Get that wing on, Boyle. Get that wing on. I'm on with Gareth Minimad. He's on his lap here now. Great little driver. Massive F1 fan. Good friend of mine. Races in a couple of leagues that I race for. And he's a fast lad. Axel has retired from the session. He's happy enough to just stay in P4. 4 minutes remaining in this quali one. And here comes Gareth. Hits that DRS zone. And a nice bit of braking into that right-hander. Onto the rumble strips in the left. He gets the power down. Cruises round this right-hander. Slams those brakes on. And lines it up nice and straight. And let's see what Gareth can give us. Can he improve in this 117? No, he remains at 117 at the moment. So we're on Walensky here. He's just finishing off his lap. He comes round that left. And off he goes. He's used up an awful lot of the battery here. So he hasn't left himself very, very much to continue on with the lap. So we'll see how that continues on. I'm going to bounce on with Fuse Demon here very shortly. Fuse hasn't quite started his lap, so I'm going to remain back on Linsky because I want to see what he's got here. He has used up all of the battery. Round that right-hander. Takes that, lovely. But he's going into the pits. So I'm going to ride on with Fuse. And off he goes onto his hot lap. Attacks that corner. Gets the power down so well here. Bangs on those brakes and takes all of that apex. Just lightly on the throttle here and straight down onto the full power. Nice smooth driving, Fuse. This is lovely. Continue on, sir. Up into 7th. Approaching 180 miles per hour, and he's going to knock it up into 8 in the DRS zone now. And he gets it up into 204 miles per hour. That's one of the fastest I've seen there. Just drops her down slightly and keeps that lovely. This is PRF1, and this is the Lauda division, the opener of their new season 12. So here he comes. Let's see what Fuse can do. Can he beat that 118.3? I am certain he can. And Fuse bangs it into P9, or P10, sorry, with a 117.3. Very respectable lap, but Godwin still holds on to that provisional pole at 116. The top four are all retired by the looks of it. So I'm on my hosty. PRF1 Clem is just finishing off another hot lap here in this Williams. Final couple of corners. What can Clem redeem? He's wanting to improve on a 117.7. So let's just see what he can do. And he bangs in a 1. Wow. Clem puts it up into P12 and improves by a couple of hundredths, that's all. But it's still an improvement. Master spreads in 7th. And I think that is more or less, well, no, we're still on with Schmitty. He's still got time to finish his lap. So we'll stay on Schmitty. He's driving this Mercedes. And the Mercedes is a fast car. Come on, Schmitty. Let's have an improvement on P16. You're always up there. I'm certain that you will be. Oh, takes that corner beautifully. And he's going to get over the line here. And he's going to get over the line with a 117.4. That's a lovely lap too, but it keeps him in P14. So Mike Legend, I think he's run out of time, has he? Well, he's warming the tyres up, so he's definitely going to have a go at it. And off he goes. Oh. He just decides to wreck his car for some reason. But that's a nice lap from DK at 116.6. Sorry, DK, I didn't get on your lap there, buddy. But yes, lovely P4 for you, sir. And I wish you all a fantastic race. But there's your results. AMS Godwin in P1. And Trappy second, Dystopian third, DK, Axel, Slippery Salmon, Masters third, Master Spread 7th, Gareth in 8th, Nemesis 9th, Fuse, Linsky, Clem, Shaggy, Schmitty, Hosty, Mike Legend, Jeffaboom, and Scartrix. And at the back is Andrew Pip Smith in that Haas. So that is your quali over. And we're into quali 2. A commentator mistake there. I didn't realize it was full quali tonight. So that's fantastic. And commiserations to the 5 lads, sorry, that didn't make it through to Q2. AMS Trappy tells me that he hopes his teammate gets through. Let's see, Trappy. The Aston Martin didn't get through by the looks of things. So you're on your own in P13 here at this moment in time. But both the Kicks get through, both the Mercedeses get through, both the Williams get through, both the McLarens get through, and both the RBs get through, and both the Red Bulls get through. So some good team playing going out there, and we're on an out lap now with Shaggy. This is going to be one exciting league this year, guys. I can tell there are no slouches on this grid. So they're all out on a night lap at the moment, most of them. And I think it's time for me to give some predictions. Now, this is very, very difficult for a commentator to predict the winners of this race. So I'll not do it in any particular order, but I'm going to go for top 5 here. And it's no disrespect to anybody, it's just my gut feeling. But I think Godwin will be in the top 5. I think Dystopian will be in the top 5. I think Axel will be in the top 5. And the other two, possibly Master Spread if he's on form tonight. He had a terrible race the other night, but Master Spread's one of these very, very, very consistent podium places. So I'll put Master Spread in the top 5, and the other one I'll put in top 5 tonight will be DK. So let's see how that all goes. I wouldn't rule Gareth Mini mad. In fact, good God, you look at these names on here, just anybody could have a top 5 here tonight. But time will tell. We'll put that telemetry back on and we'll get that mini map on and we'll get organised now and see who's doing what. But we're on board with the boss. Let's give the boss some coverage. It's 68% of his battery. And off he goes. Let's see what his top speed is. The top speed so far has topped out at 204 that I can see. Can he get over that? 201, 202. So he maybe just hasn't his wings as low as the other guys, but he'll pick that up at the corners. In the first lap in, Dystopia at 117.116. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. And he's just been pipped by Trappy in the 117.05. Trappy's another guy that could be up there in the top 5 as well. I'm sort of rooting for Trappy a wee bit tonight. I was chatting to him on Discord earlier there, and he really fancies a good race tonight. So let's hope his predictions come true and he has a good race. DK puts in a 117.749, but Gareth Minimad has just put in a 116.571, and we're on board with Shaggy. Shaggy's on his fast lap, so let's see what Shaggy can do. He's got traffic in front of him. I hope they have the manners to pull over and let Shaggy through. Nice bit of driving, whoever that was on the right. Well done. I think it might have been DK pulling over. But here comes Shaggy round this final right-hander before this tight left-hander. Straightening it up, getting that power down quite quickly. And over the line he's going to go. Let's see what Shaggy can do. Oh, Shaggy didn't get his lap in. He must have defaulted somewhere along the lines. But we're on with Godwin. Godwin's one of my predictions for this evening. So this Ferrari, we're rooting for you, Godwin. Round this right-hander, over the rumbles. And let's have you, Godwin. Let's have you, sir. Here he comes. What's Godwin got to say about this 116.5? He says, sorry about that, Gareth, but I'm just going to put half a second on you. And I've just taken the pole provisionally at 116.094. My goodness gracious, how close was that to being in the 115s? Take a bow, young Godwin, and be proud of that lap. That's an absolute weapon of a lap, sir. Well done. Let's go on with somebody that hasn't had a lap yet. We're going to go on with Slippery Salmon. He's in the McLaren, and he's on a lap. He's got traffic ahead as well, and I hope they don't hold him up. But get that boot down. For anyone viewing, we're on Q2. This is PRF1 Lauda Division on the Tuesday night, the first race of the season, and that's season 12. We're in Australia, Albert Park, and we're on board with this fabulous McLaren driver, Slippery Salmon, and we'd love to see Slippery bettering. Godwin has decided to take a modest retirement. He's happy with that 116.09. So come on, Slippery. Oh yeah, Slippery puts a good lap in there. P2 at 116.235. Slippery Salmon, you take a bow too, sir. That is a fantastic lap. And I didn't even think about you for the top 5, but by goodness, you have stamped your seal of approval on Gavin Bass's predictions. And well done, sir. You take a bow. Trappy's going to try and improve on this 117.05. Good evening, Trappy. This is Gavin Bass 1, and I'm right on you, buddy. I hope you can improve in this. Trappy's driving the Aston Martin this evening, and he wants to just try and squeeze a 116 of some description here and secure this Q3 position. Oh, a very late braking there, and he made it work so well. Backs off ever so slightly round that corner, but not very much. He's on a fast one here, I think so. And off he goes. Let's see what he can do. AMS Trappy over the line very shortly. What can he do? And he sticks it into P4 with a 116.4. You also, sir, take a bow. On with Schmitty. He's driving that Mercedes. He hasn't yet put a lap in. Oh, he has, sorry. He's put a 117.6 in. So I'm fairly certain Schmitty will be wanting to better that. Let's see if he can get into the 116s. He's plenty of battery left. He's leaving himself plenty of battery for his last final squirt along this DRS zone. And he takes that corner perfectly. Gives it a little squeeze. Oh, he takes that corner beautifully. Come on, Schmitty, sir. Come on, sir. Rooting for you as well. And here comes Schmitty. And he did me proud. He got himself into P9 with Master Spread just behind him. So 4 minutes and 52 seconds left of this Q2. And it's tense out there. I can feel the tension within the drivers. So Godwin's decided to retire, which is a clever move. He doesn't want to use up any more tyre wear. Slippery Salmon's very safe as well, but the guys that want to be watching over their shoulder at this moment in time are Clem, Schmitty and Master Spread. Dystopian also probably will go out for another lap just to secure it, just to be sure, as the Irish guys say. But here we go. We're on Gareth Minimad. I don't know whether Gareth's watching the stream or not, but he's a big F1 fan, so's his father. And if his father's watching, big shout out to Gareth's dad. .202 miles per hour. Gets that corner really good as well. So Gareth Minimad, this is probably his last attempt to try and better P4. But I'm not sure he's going to do it. Not on this lap. Let's just see. He might make a fool of me here. Round he comes. Oh, he does. He puts in a 116.2 and he excites us all. Take a bow, young Gareth. That is a cracking lap, sir. And you can now happily retire and fill your can up with a nice soft drink and get yourself energised for Q3. But look at the drop zone. We're on McClem here. This is a very important lap for Clem. Because you've got a lot of good drivers behind you there. It could just knock you off the spot. Schmitty's in the same boat. Master Spread's on an out lap as well. So Master Spread knows the importance of this lap. But I'm going to see Clem through here. Let's see what he can do. The top speed as he knocks it up into 7th gear. Hits the DRS zone just about now. And off he goes. 200 miles per hour maybe. Yep, just about 200. So he's gaining on the corners and not so much on the straights. Onto that last DRS zone. Leaves himself a little bit of battery for the last squeeze. Beautiful late brake round there over the rumbles. And come on, Clem. Let's have you, sir. Let's better that P8 right now and get yourself into Q3. Rooting for you. And there you go. There you go. Clem gets himself into P6. Clem will be well happy with that. But right now, Godwin is sitting at the 116. Gareth Minimad second. Slippery Salmon third. And Axel put a good lap in as well as 116.3 with Trappy at 116.4. So it's a battle of the panics. And Master Spread's finishing his lap now. Let's ride on board with Master Spread. He's driving the Williams and he's on a panic lap here. Let's see what he can do. Sitting in 12th position as it stands right now, but he's just about to go over the line and he's going to set his last chance saloon lap. And yes, Master Spread puts it up in the 4th position. Well done, my friend. Really good to do, but he has just put Dystopian in the panic box and we're just going to ride on with him. DK's now in the drop zone as well, so people like Dystopian and Hosty could possibly knock him off. Here comes Schmitty. We're going to ride on board with him because he's just completing his lap now. Can Schmitty do anything better than P12? He needs to better a 117.1. Oh, he gets just a little bit wide there, slips the wall, and that would have cost him a couple of hundredths, maybe even more. That may have ruined his lap, but let's see. Maybe the gods are with him. He's driving the Mercedes and he sweeps around that left-hander and he's going to go into the pits. He's finished for the evening, I would say. So, here's the drop zones. We're on with Dystopian. He's completing his last chance saloon lap. If anybody can do it, Dystopian can do it. As I've said on many streams, he's one of my favourite drivers because he's a smooth driver. And smooth means consistent. Gets that well over to the right before he takes that left-hander, and now he's coming over the start and finish. Can he redeem himself? Can he get in there? Dystopian, come on. Oh, he didn't. He didn't improve. That's a 117.1, and that's him in the drop zone. We're on Mafuse Demon. He's finishing off his lap here too. Come on, Fuse. No improvement there. So it's looking very likely that the boss is going down. Imagine going down with a 116.9. That just shows you the quality of the drivers in this league tonight. A 116.9 is no slouch round here. So that's the end of the quali. And Hosty secures a P8, so he's through to the last quali. So there you have it. Commiserations to Clem. And commiserations to Dystopian. That's not like Dystopian. Commiserations to Linsky, Fuse Demon, and Schmitty. But look at this. We've got Gareth Minimad in second. We've also Godwin obviously in first with the 116. I wonder, can anybody take us into the 115s tonight? I'm going to bet that they do. I have a feeling we're going to see a 115.8, 115.7 possibly. So let's see. The rubber's down on the track. The perfect conditions are there. The drivers have got the capability. And I'm really looking forward to this Q3 in this PRF1 League race tonight. Kicking off season 12 at Australia in Albert Park. And as far as I can see at the moment, the weather's dry. Maybe the drivers could give us a shout out there and tell me just what the weather's predicting. Come on, guys, give us a bit of interaction. Even those guys that are in the pits now. As I said earlier, the toilet staff are on overtime at the moment, and there's a lot of people lining up for that pot. Toilet roll is there. DK gives me the nod and tells me that it's a dry race. Thank you, DK, and good luck for your quali 3, bud. Very, very, very respectable P4, and DK is a reserve, I believe, tonight, but I'm going to go over that in the pits whenever this is over. Let's get those details up again. There's a telemetry. So we're on with Shaggy. He's just given an absolute belter of a boost into those tyres. Slows it right down there. Gets the maximum out of that corner, and off he goes. 199, 200 miles an hour, slamming those brakes. Oh, he gets it a little wide there, which just puts him slightly off that corner. But he's still continuing on with the lap. He must feel it's okay. He gets out a wee bit wide too. So Shaggy's just got a wee touch of nerves, and he's going to back off, quite rightly so. We're on with Hosty. Riding on board with the P1 position provision in Q2. Excuse me, bad cough this evening. that bloody lemon and lime vape. So is Godwin going to show us the way? Is Godwin going to set the first fast lap of the evening? Lovely momentum round that corner. And he does. 160. Oh my goodness, he was so close to that magical 115. Gareth Minimad puts in a 116.2, Axel a 116.4, Trappy 116.495, and Hosty 118. But we're on the master spread now. He's not taking this lap on. He's going to have another one. I think he's going to get that battery charged up, and he's going to go for another one. So who's on a lap? We're on with Hosty. He wants to better that 118, quite rightly so. He's backed off by the looks of it. Oh, he's got a fuel light. So off goes master spread. Oh, he loses a little grip there. In turn, he loses a bit of time. So the top 5 guys are sitting in the pits, and I'm sure they're looking at their information to see who's doing what. I've been racing with Master Spread and following Master Spread for quite some time now, and just watching Master Spread, he's just not on top form at the moment. He's maybe finding it a wee bit more difficult to get this new game under control. And he puts in a lap now of... not a bad lap considering 117.4, but that wasn't the best lap, and I know Master Spread will agree with me on that one. So he's still got time to get in there and get a fresh set of softs on and give it everything for the final bash. We're on with DK. My Scottish friend who loves his haggis. He loves it battered, and he's going to batter this Red Bull. And off he goes. Come on, DK. Do us Scottish and Northern Ireland proud. I know you can, because you've been practicing. And what does practice make? It makes perfect. And perfectly does round that left-hander. Here he comes. Nice and gently onto that throttle. Takes all of that apex and off he goes. I want to see his top speed, see what wings he's got set here. Here he goes. Bangs it up in the 8th gear now. There he goes in the 8th, and the DRS zone hit. A little squeeze of the ERS, which he hasn't much left on, but he does get 202 miles per hour in this Red Bull. Swings it round to the left over the right hand apex, and off he goes. Bangs onto the DRS zone. Oh yeah, get round there, DK. Come on, son. Come on. Is he going to take the lap? Is he going to pit? He's going to take the lap, so he's happy. How happy is he? Is he P5 happy, or is he P better than that? He's P5 happy. I got it right at a 116.7. And he just cuts the corners. He's wanting to get home quickly and maybe bang those softs on and have one last attempt. Just watch what you're doing, DK, cutting those corners. In some leagues you get a bit of a penalty for doing that. So watch what you're doing, buddy. Just keeping you right. I'm not making any derogatory comments or faulting you for it, but I just want to let you know that some leagues do give you a hard time for that one. So keep her steady. I think you have plenty of time to get in and bang those softs in. Get your fuel away down there and have one last lap. And I hope you can better that P5. But P5's a good position to be in. You can always make moves there. So out comes Slippery Salmon. This is his last attempt at getting himself above P10. And I'm rooting for you, Slippery. In fact, I root for everybody. I just want to see good racing, clean racing, and the excitement of this new season. Hosty, you can do better than a 118.6. I'm sure you realise that, so I'm sure you'll go out and have one more go at it. Nemesis on another out lap, so we'll get on to you very shortly, Nemesis. You're next in line. But I'm staying on Slippery. I want to see what he can do here. But everybody's going to go out for that last bang. I'd love to see Godwin doing a 116 or a 115.7 or 8, but I don't know whether he'll go out again. He might be just happy with that. But here comes Slippy. There's something fishy going on here, and it's certainly salmon smell. Here he comes, Slippery Salmon coming over the line, and he bangs it up into, oh, lovely lap at a P5 on 116.5. Take a bow, Slippy. That is a cracking lap, sir. Well deserved, and you just knocked DK down into P6. These guys are all on a lap again, so we're on with Nemesis. He's got traffic ahead, and he has the decency to pull over, so that doesn't deter him in any one way at all. So he's got open track, and off he goes round this left-hander. Just backs off slightly, which is the right thing to do. Powers up, and away he goes in this Mercedes car. Or sorry, he's in the Haas. Mistake. Hits a DRS zone, and he only squeezes 198 out of this car. I've seen 204, so again he makes it up on the corners. He's got traffic ahead and he pulls over. This league is on point when it comes to courtesy, and there's another pullover. Good lads, that's fantastic stuff. The owners and the admins will be really proud of you for making this really, really professional and doing the right thing by pulling over. So here he comes. We're on board with Nemesis in the Haas and the PRF1 League, and we're in Albert Park, Australia, and Nemesis puts it in. Oh, he doesn't make any improvements there at 117.1. So I'm going to go on with Godwin. The final attempt to try and get Gavin his 115. Come on, Godwin. He's going to risk everything here to try and get that 115. So I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a mistake, because he's going to take every inch of this track, as you can see, as far to the right as he can get. And he's fast round that left-hander. Round this right-hander, he is absolutely cooking. The McLaren pulls over, and Godwin is flying here. Up in the 8th gear. And here comes the top speed. Look at that, 207 miles per hour. Oh my good Lord, he is cooking. No mistakes, please. This could be a belter. This could be a celebration. Master Spread has got a 115.9. Master Spread, you're coming good, sir. What's he got for us? Can Godwin make that? No, he doesn't do it. Oh, he does. He gets a 115.7. Take a bow. Take a bow. You shouldn't have wrecked your car, buddy. So here comes young Gareth. He's out of fuel, I think. So it's last chance saloon for Nemesis. Has he time? No, he doesn't. So that's the quali over. And we had two drivers there in the 115s, which is an incredible, incredible lap. Axel was very close to the 115s, just a hundredth or so away, but 115.777. Godwin, take a bow, sir. Master Spread, take a bow, sir. Those are two phenomenal laps, and it's really, really, really good to see Master Spread right up there, because he has been struggling and he has been trying hard, and check that out. Well deserved. So Godwin, Master Spread, Axel, that's your top three for this evening, with Gareth just right behind that. Wow, what an intensive quali 3 that was.
Ellen say where she was going for lunch? I think it's someone at John.
So it's crunch time. We're in the pits. The guys are going to have their 5-minute break. The toilets are queued to the absolute hilt. The toilet roll is running thin. The staff are running to the storeroom to get more bog roll. The adrenaline is really, really high here. The guys are pumped, and I hope they keep the first couple of corners clean and really, really give this the best they can. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is PRF1. This is the Lauda Division Tuesday night, and it's season 12, and it's the first race of the season. So, guys, get on that Twitch and give us a bit of interaction. Tell me what you think. But a lot of my predictions for the top 5 are coming true. Master Spread was one that was mentioned, and he did exactly what I thought he could do, and he delivered. So well done to Master Spread. But that 115.777 is epic, and Godwin will be smiling from ear to ear. But he doesn't have too much time to smile, because he needs to focus very much on the strategy. DK, don't be too cocky, buddy. You're alone. We're really, really good. Speed Freak 52, strong words. What do you mean, sir? So the reserves for tonight are Axel, Shaggy, Scartrix, DK, Lord Seacroft. I didn't see him in there, and Master Bear. I didn't see him in there. Maybe they didn't make it. Yeah, you're right, Speed Freak 52, backing himself that much. Yeah, he's confident. He's got a right to be confident, but let's not be cocky. DK, stop that cocky. I don't want you getting any backlashes from that. I want you to be up there, sir. The proof's going to be in the pudding. Put your money where your mouth is. DK predicts himself to be in the top 5, so let's just see that. So Melbourne's got 16 turns. It's let's see. The pit lane's 281 metres long, and the pit stop loss time is equal to about 19.3 seconds. And the stop time in the pits is usually in around about 2.5 seconds if the pit crew get it right. Safety car probability tonight, lads, is 50%, and there's a 67% chance of a virtual safety car. So the high safety car and virtual safety car likelihood makes opportunistic pit timing the key, especially under the safety car, where losses are significantly reduced. Don't know whether they're going for a one stop or a two stop here. There's 4 DRS zones, and we are in for an incredible race this evening at Albert Park in Australia. So I'm just going to take a short break. I'm just going to have a quick smoke, and I'll be back just in 3 minutes. DK says 3 stopper for the win. Let's hope he's right. I'm a busy boy with this PRF1 league. They've now asked me, and I've done already, the Saturday full 100% race. So I'm doing your comms on a Tuesday and a Saturday. I'm allowed a division on a Tuesday night, obviously. And on Saturday night, we've got that all-new Hamilton 100% unequal cars. And I'm telling you now, if you don't have a seat in that league, get yourself in there, because it's fun with a capital F. So I'm sucking away at the end of this nice cigarette, and I'm as nervous as the drivers, because I have a feeling this could be an epic race. And you know what? Gavin Bass will do a highlight show if there is a good race tonight. I'll cut all the shit out, and I will put in the very, very best of stuff for the highlight show. I might even create a couple of little songs for the winners and put a bit of humour in there. But here we go.
False accusations meant to business.
They're on their formation lap. The nerves are now tingling. It's going to be a battle of the brave into corner one, and it's going to be a battle of skill into corner one. Everybody completely and utterly understand you don't win the race in the F1 in the corner one, so keep it clean, leave plenty of room for all the other drivers to make their moves, and don't cause any chaos on the first lap. I had my first win last night, my first ever league win. I know it was a social race, but I won it, and that was with the RPL league last night, and I was well proud of that. I was along with some very good drivers as well in their silver division. So I'm buzzing today, and I hope somebody else can feel the buzz later on with a similar result. A P1 in this league tonight is a real achievement, because just look at those names: AMS Godwin, Master Spread, Axel, Gareth Minimad, Trappy, Slammon, Posty, DK, Clem, Dystopian, Shaggy. All really, really good drivers. So up comes the telemetry, up comes the full track, and I'm going to go on board with the P3 position of Axel and see what they can do. DK's in P8, so he says he's going to get a P5. He's notorious for getting a good start, so corner one is crucial. We're waiting on those guys lining up. Slippery Salmon gets himself a bit of bad parking there. Albert Park, Australia. Red lights, 3, 4, 5, and it's go, 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 go. And off he goes. Axel gets fairly good start. But just have a look at this from behind. It looks like there was a bit of touchy-feely. Yes, there's an accident there, a big accident. Did anyone get damaged there? I'm just looking. No damage that I can see. But Clem got taken out there. I don't know whether it was his fault or whatever. And there's a racing bull, and a safety car is out, a virtual safety car. So there has been a really bad start to this race. 10-second penalty for a severe collision with Fuse Demon Shaggy. I can tell you now the stewards are going to be busy, and we're only on the first few corners of race 1, lap 1. So, wow, not a good start for this PRF1 Lauda division as they all queue up now and get ready for the restart. So, safety car in the first lap. Is it a virtual or is it a full safety car? Sometimes this game throws up virtual, but it's a real safety car. But it looks like they're back to racing speed. They are, so it was only a virtual safety car, and we're on board with Godwin, and he's in P1, and he's going to try furiously. Oh, Axel gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the pit lane. There's the error. Everybody's very, very... Wow. I can't believe you just done that. But Godwin's got himself an over 1 second lead, so he's just taken everybody out of that DRS zone, and he's going to speed on as best as he can and try and gain some time and keep these boys behind him. But DK's got himself up into P3, but he's got that Aston Martin of Trappy. Trappy just made a lovely move there and took DK, which knocked DK into P4, but Axel is right on his tail, and that's right on board with Axel. I believe Axel's another Scottish lad, so that's DK and Axel in P4 and P5, the two Scottish guys. Axel's going into the pits. Oh, he gets that all wrong. He's just messed up his whole race. Godwin gets the fastest lap. In fact, he doesn't. Trappy gets the fastest lap at 120.513. There's a caution. It's going mad out here. The stewards are going to be on overtime tonight. What is happening? But the caution's away and we're back to racing speed. But look at that interval. Lap 3 and Godwin has got nearly a 2 second lead. But Master Spread, DK and Master Spread, Trappy and DK are in a race here for sure. And everyone behind Slippery Salmon is in a massive group. So there's going to be some very close racing here in Albert Park tonight in Australia. It's now settling down. 3 second penalty for Schmitty. In fact, let's have a look at the tyres now. So mostly out in mediums apart from Dystopian, Linsky, Schmitty, Mike Legend, Andrew P. Smith and Jeff Aboom on the hards. Also Gareth Minimad and Hosty have decided to go out on those hard tyres. So they're going to do a longer stint. Have a look at this. We're on board with Linsky. We're on board with Dystopian. He's going to come up to the DRS zone. 10-second penalty for speeding. There's 2 of them already. Guys, you need to brake much earlier going into those pits. But Dystopian's sitting nicely in P6. And his smoothness is going to start to pay off now. You can just imagine what he's going to do. He's going to get on the tail end of this McLaren, and he's going to chase him down to this corner, staying behind, or will he make that move early? He's going to have a go at it on the outside, and he makes it stick. Yes, that's a beautiful move by Dystopian, and that puts him up in his Racing Bull to P5. But behind them, here comes Schmitty. He's in P8, and he's chasing down Linsky. Can he make a move? He just doesn't get that corner 100%, but he rescues it perfectly well. And he's now on the DRS zone, and he's going to have a go. Visa Cash Shop gets the fastest lap at 120.74. That's Dystopian. Take a bow, sir. Keep her lit. But Shaggy's got Andrew P. Smith behind him. He's got Mike Legend in front of him. Watched Andrew racing the other night. He had a really good race. Lap 5 of 29. And we've had carnage already. Axel's DNF. He's throwing the towel in. Looks like Scar Tricks and Nemesis are out of it. Goose Demon gets himself a 3-second warning. So Andrew's going to have a go here. Let's see if he can make it stick. He's got Shaggy. Shaggy's no slouch. This is going to be a difficult move, but I think he might leave it until the start-finish grid. Oh, he gets that braking quite late, but he rescues it. Shaggy's building his battery. He's going to defend. Shaggy jumps into the pits after 6 laps. So riding on board with DK, he's in P4. Right now at this moment in time, DK is doing what he said he would do. He wants a top 5, and he's going to hopefully do it if he stays clean and stays on track. The secret of this tonight is not to get any penalties, because it is going to go down to the line. I'm confident of it. But Godwin still holds that lead at 1.8 seconds. Can the guys chase him down? These 3 lads here would be better just keeping in the zones and using the pace to try and gain on Godwin. If they race, Godwin's going to run away. So let's see if they've got an understanding, and they do that. That's a nice helicopter view, and you can just see DK. He's chomping. Yeah, they're doing what they should do, and they're topping it, and they are bringing it down to a 1.2 second lead, and we're going to have a DRS chain here very shortly, because they're catching Godwin. Gareth Minimad takes a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. Gareth won't want that, and he's sitting at the moment in P12. But just check out these guys. They're trying to catch this guy Godwin, and we'll just run on with Trappy and we'll watch his progress. Schmitty gets a 3-second penalty as well. But they're going to catch him. I have no doubt about that. But I'm going to go down to Jeffabum, and he's going to have a go at Andrew here. And I think Jeff might make this work. Looks like he's got the DRS zone, and will he carry that DRS zone into the pits? I'm not sure he will, because the guys in front are getting closer. Shaggy gets a 3-second penalty. The penalties are starting to fly here in Australia. Watch out for the kangaroos, guys. Don't be killing any of those beautiful animals. And off he goes. He's got the DRS zone, but does he have enough track to make them? No, he doesn't. He's just happy enough to get on the back and onto the gearbox of this Haas car of Andrew P. Smith. On the Hosty. Hosty's chasing down Clem. Hits that DRS zone. He's going to make the move. Can he make it stick? No, Clem defends well. I've said this before, but Clem does know how to defend. But he needs to be at his very best here. Posty just needs to be patient, and patience he's doing. I have a feeling Coasty's going to make a move here. He's going to stick it up into the hot lap, and he's going to press on that ERS as well. So he's going to have both DRS and ERS here. But has he got the road to do it? No, he doesn't. Clem's defending brilliant. But on the outside, we've got his teammate. So Shaggy just passed Toasty. And we've now got two kicks chasing Clem down. What a race so far, guys. What a race. But look at the lead. Godwin doesn't have it his own way now. These guys, Trappy and DK and Master Spread, are on his pipe. And we've got a four-way battle coming. Another one to watch is Dystopian. He's only 2.9 seconds away from this, but Dystopian really does have his work cut out for him to try and catch the fourth position of Master Spread. And he's not gaining, he's actually losing. So these guys are going to sprint on, and Dystopian is going to really struggle to get on the back here. So he's just going to have to really concentrate in putting lap in after lap of really quick times to jump on the back of these guys. He needs to get that down soon. Schmitty's having a look at Mike Legend here. Lap 10 of 29. Round this right-hander. Has he got the DRS? He does, and he's going to make the move, and he's going to make that move well, and he's going to look behind him, and he's going to say goodbye to that Ferrari. But behind that Ferrari, you've got the Haas of Andrew P. Smith, and he's now in this train as well. Gareth has retired from the session. I'm sad to see that for whatever reason. He has crashed, obviously. So there's another DNF, 4 of them out so far. Oh, what a move by Trappy. But Godwin's not going to let him do it so easy. What a battle we have here. DK's in P3, so we've got a 3 train here. And these 3 drivers are showing us a little bit of class here as they go round that left-hander. But I'm going to ride on board with Godwin, because Godwin's going to have a go here. He's only got 37 or 38% of the battery left, so I'm not too sure he's going to be able to do it here. So they're forming an orderly queue, and they're going to save the batteries as much as they can. And Trappy's going to have to gather up some battery, because he's going to have a lot of defending to do. Nice to see Jeff up in P10. He's in a big train of DRS here too as well. So he's chasing down that Haas of Andrew. And in front of Andrew, we've got Mike Legend and Schmitty just in front of them. So what a race we have here. This is definitely worthy of a highlight show. But I can tell you, the stewards are going to be busy, and there's going to be a few tickets put in. But I don't get involved in any opinion of whose fault it was. That's down to the admins. And guys, respect the administrators and the stewards of this. Oh, away! That was a close move there. That Williams of Master Spread. Master Spread's in a hurry, and he's making it known. He tries to take the inside line there, and he... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did he push him off there? Did he leave him enough room? I'm not so sure. Again, Stewart's decision. But anyway, he'll not be worrying. He's going to focus on getting right on the gear bag of this Mike Legends Ferrari. And he's going to make a move here. And Master Spread's moving up this very, very fast. And DK's in the pits. Let's have a look at the stop situation. So Fuse has made a stop, Hosty's made a stop, and there's a move being made here as well. Round this left. Oh, he's going to take it in the inside, and Master Spread makes a beautiful move there, and he takes that, and he leaves that Ferrari behind, and he's now going to chase down Schmitty in that Mercedes. So what a race we have here. And Trappy is still in P1, but he's got that ace of Godwin right behind him, and Godwin's not going to let him away with this for too much longer. Lap 12 of 29 here in Australia. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and it's really good to be alone with you. And in comes Godwin. He's going to make that stop, and he doesn't fault there. So he doesn't get a 10-second warning. He's keeping it clean. And we've now got a race leader again of Trappy, and Trappy's still flying. So he was one of the guys that started off in the hard tyres, and it's starting to pay off for him. So I wonder how many laps he wants to take out of these hards. Are they showing any sign of wear? Dystopian's got himself up into P2. Schmitty has got a 6-second penalty, and that might really cost him dearly at the end of this race. Linsky gets a 3-second penalty, and we're riding on board with Dystopian at the moment. But the top two guys still haven't stopped, nor has Schmitty and nor has Mike Legend. Jeff Aboom and Andrew P. Smith also haven't made a stop. But Dystopian is continuing on, and he is doing the right thing. He's tracking down Trappy, and he's now only 2.6 seconds behind. Both on 13-lap-old hards, and they are going to be battling very soon. Gets that down to 2.3 seconds. So Dystopian is fast, and Dystopian is closing. So DK's made a stop, and he's only 4.2 seconds behind Master Spread, and Master Spread's only 10 seconds behind Dystopian. So Master Spread and DK will probably take the lead here whenever Trappy and Dystopian make their stops. That's all to be seen. But very disappointing to see Gareth, Scartrix, Axel and Nemesis out of this race. Godwin just took DK. So all eyes on Trappy and Dystopian now, because they need to make their move and they need to pit soon. But just how long are they going to take the tyres? I've seen Dystopian taking these tyres a long, long way, so he might stay out 1:19.971 for Godwin. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. Down to Jeff of him. In fact, up to Mike Legend. He's on Schmitty's tail now, and I'm wanting to see Mike Legend make a move here. Let's see if he can do it. He's got the DRS zone, and it's coming up very soon. He's got 98% the battery, so he's going to hit that hot lap button very shortly, and he's going to try. Off he goes. He's using, and he's trying, and he's going to make it work. Will he take the inside or the outside? He's going to take the outside, and he's made it work beautifully, and he just leaves that Mercedes of Schmitty behind, and he takes that corner beautifully, flies it into the right, and he has had a beautiful move there. Well done, Mike. But DK's on the tail of Godwin, and DK's not giving up too easily here. He's in a good position here. .119.3, Godwin's not hanging about, and he's towing DK along beautifully. So these guys, Andrew takes a 3-second, and Jeff takes a 10-second penalty. These taking 10-second penalties in the pit lane are terrible. .16 laps out of 29 here in Albert Park, Australia. DK is chasing down Godwin. DK's in the Red Bull, Godwin's in the Ferrari. Gavin gets the hiccups once again. Beautiful racing, guys, beautiful racing. But Trappy and Dystopian still out there. Dystopian still struggling behind Trappy with that 2.3 second gap, and he's not finding it easy to close down that gap at all. But these guys are going to have to pit, and it's going to be interesting to see what changes that makes. Master Spread is now in P3. Nice wee battle going on here with Mike Legend. He's now having another go at Andrew. So I think he'll make it work on the straight here. 73% of that battery left, so he's got everything in the tank ready to make the move. And I'd like to see Andrew making Mike making the move here and getting himself up into P8. And here we go. Has he got it? Andrew's defending well, and he's trying so hard to hold on, and he's doing so. So the Ferrari's not going to make the move on this lap. So the pit stops have been made. Dystopian and Trappy have been in. They've put themselves on their medium tyres, and they're now on fresh tyres. But Godwin's now back in the lead with DK second, and Master Fred third. Trappy's now in fourth, and Dystopian fifth. And I'm just going to have a look at the stops. Yep, everybody's made their stops. Clem and Fuse have made 2 stops because they must have been in a little accident earlier on. I know Clem was in a terrible one. On to the penalties. 3 penalties for Linsky. Andrew's got 3. Jeff Aboom's got a 10-second penalty to do on his next stop. And Schmitty's got 6. Shaggy's got 3. And Fuse Demon 3. So it's a battle of the clean drivers at the top. Godwin's got DK on his back, and DK is chasing him down. Could DK get a race win tonight? It's not out of his reach. DK frantically trying to stay within that DRS of Godwin, and he's doing so at the moment. He's only 0.8 of a second behind, so he's going to get onto the tail end of him here, and he's going to have a wee look and see what he can do on the start-finish grid. But look at the pace of DK. DK is cooking. Godwin's only got 24% of the battery. And we're looking behind, and DK's catching up again. (1:18.453) or 4:35, sorry, and that's Dystopian taking the fastest lap, and he's in P3. But he's got Trappy on his tail, and Trappy in the Aston Martin is having a real go. Trappy's another guy who had quite high expectations for himself tonight. So I really hope 3-second warranty for Godwin. Godwin, you did not need that. You have now put yourself in a very, very vulnerable position as we come to lap 19 with only 10 laps to go of this Australian Grand Prix here with PRF1 on the opening race of season 12. And here comes the move. He makes it stick, and he puts that Racing Bull behind him. And Trappy's up into P3. Schmitty gets a 3-second penalty. And it's race on, guys. But DK and Godwin are 6 seconds ahead of the following Trappy and Dystopian in P3 and 4. And Master Spreads in P5. Go on, Godwin and DK. I don't know if there's any full-time seats left in this league, but DK, the way you're racing at the moment, buddy, it would be really nice if you got into a full-time seat, because it's good fun watching you, buddy. You're doing so well. That's 2 races in a row now. You are showing form, and you seem to have got something completely right with your driving. You seem to have got the braking right, and you certainly seem to be on a roll. DK and Master Spread were big teammates last year in one of the leagues. In fact, it was a controversial decision that actually put them off the constructors' lead, and one they just had to take on the chin. But look at DK. DK's taking him. It looks like, no, he's not. He's going to tuck in again, and he's going to leave it until the start-finish grid. But he's definitely going to take Godwin here. He's got 49%, and Godwin's got 19%, so Godwin's vulnerable. So DK will take the lead here, and then Godwin will tuck in, and he'll save battery. So off goes DK. He hits the DRS, and he hits the button. Can he make the move? No, he can't. This is patience. But Trappy's now on the tail end of Dystopian in the Aston Martin, and he's chasing down that Racing Bull. And we've got a super race for P3 and 4 here. And I'm just going to ride on board with the Aston, and we're going to see if Trappy can make the move that he wants to make to get himself up into the prestigious P3 in this Grand Prix in Austria. Dystopian's got a lot of battery there to defend, so this is going to be a tough call. I'm not so sure the move can be made, even though he's got DRS zone, but he will get closer. But he's only got 17% of that battery. It doesn't leave him an awful lot to make his moves. But he does have DRS, and he's going to try and use it here. He's right on the gearbox now of this Racing Bull. Lap 21 of 29. The excitement's starting to build. But no moves being made here, I don't think. So we're going to knock down to Schmitty. He's trying so hard to take the Ferrari off Mike Legend. But these 3 guys are having a super battle, and I'm sure they'll be on chatting to each other just about the battle and how good it is. But Mike is going to have a DRS, and he's got so close to... There's the move. And it's a nice move, and he makes it stick. That's a beautiful move. Well done, Schmitty. Schmitty now has a job on his hands to try and track down Jeff a boom. Jeff's doing well. He's in P6, but he still has that time penalty to serve in the pits. quick look at the tire situation. So the race leaders are going to take this race to the end. But the big ask is going to be for these medium tyres. Can they hold out for another 7 laps and still hold the traction as much as they need to be securing themselves a podium in this race? So here we go. And there's that outside move. And does he leave enough room? The Aston Martin just shuts him off. And he's going to have to make another one. But Schmidt's fighting hard for his P6. And he might just get it on the straight here. What's Jeff Aboom got in the tank? He's only got 21%. So there's vulnerability here. And I think he's going to be exposed to an overtake. And let's just see if he can get the power down enough to get on the back. And he has. And he's going to hit that DRS line. And he's going to hit the button. And can he make that move? Here he comes. And he's going to the outside. Oh, again he gets shut off. Oh, we're on with Schmidt, and he just takes master spread on the outside. And Schmidt gets himself... Oh, or does he? Jeff Aboom and Schmidt are fighting so hard here. But have a look at the leaders. They are scrapping. DK is trying so hard to take the lead of this Grand Prix. Ferrari P1, Red Bull P2. Nice bit of energy left in this battery. What's Godwin got? He's only got 49%, so Godwin could get past here. But again, DK playing a very, very, very patient game. And this Scots lad will have a very secure plan up his sleeve, and he'll be thinking forward, and he'll be saying, what lap will I make the move? When do I put that Red Bull into P1, if he can? But he's up against one of the fastest guys in this league, and that's Godwin. And Godwin knows how to race, and he knows how to defend. DK will know that Godwin's got a 3-second penalty. So DK just might sit behind here and just use Godwin as a tow. That would be a clever thing to do, because what's the point in racing whenever you've got the race win in the bag with the penalty situation? It's really down to Dystopian and Trappe as Jeff Aboom gets another 3-second penalty. Can Dystopian and Trappe make that move? And Trappe's on the back here, and Trappe's going to have a go. But he's not going to do it there. He's going to wait until the start-finish grid, and I'm going to ride on board to see if he can make the move stick. He's got all the power that he needs to do it. I'm not sure he'll make the move here. He might be more sensible wait until the start-finish and try and get so close to the back of Trappe, of Dystopian, to make the move. He's going to have a go now. And he makes the move okay, but I can tell you what, I can assure you Dystopian will be on his tail, and I'm just going to watch to see if they're going to battle it out down the start-finish grid, and here they go. So Dystopian sitting in P4, and he wants that podium of P3, and they're all clean apart from Godwin. So if Godwin doesn't watch out here, he could have these guys on the DRS trail for the 4 laps remaining. And look at that, they are catching. Mike Legend gets another 3-second penalty, but I'm going to ride on with DK. I'm sorry guys, but the race is too exciting. Graham gets himself a 3-second penalty, but I'm on with DK, and I'm just wanting to see if DK wants to win this race on track, or does he just want to get the P1 through the penalty situation. Godwin will be cross at himself for getting the 3-second penalty, but they seem to be approaching back markers here. I hope that doesn't hold them up. DK's building the battery. Godwin doesn't have an awful lot of battery left. There's not much in it between the tyres. Godwin gets that corner a little bit wrong, so the nerves are settling in. And here goes the move up the outside. He takes it, and DK's taking the lead of this race in Australia. They're coming up to the back markers, but Trappy's on the back of Dystopian again, and these two guys are having a good battle as well. But just check DK out. He's just pulled away by 0.6 of a second, and he seems to have pace. And I've got this funny feeling this is going to be an absolute drag race to the end. But just have a look at Trappy. These points are crucial. Dystopian has got himself up into P3, and he's chasing down Godwin. And he's now got himself into a very, very secure podium finish. And especially with Godwin with the second penalties, there's going to be a few tears here. Oh, the Red Bull Racing Bull just gets it a wee bit squirrely there. But Godwin's racing for pride now, because he might not even get a P3 based on this. We've got a 4 battle going on here. And DK's holding off. DK just needs to defend here. And he's in a beautiful position. Now he's only got 25% of the battery, and there's a move being made here on the outside. And Godwin takes that, and DK has lost that position in the front. But DK takes that wide, and he's chasing. But look at the two guys behind him. Dystopian's not hanging about, and Dystopian has a wee look, and he just gives DK a wee bit of a mirror full of Racing Bull to say, DK, just you watch out. You've got somebody on your tail end, and I'm clean. I have no penalties, and I could just take that P2. If Dystopian can make a move on DK here, he can take the race lead, and he can take the win. But on track at the moment, Godwin's in first position and DK's chasing him down. But what a battle. I can't take my eyes off this, and there's no point going back to anything just now. Lap 29, final lap of this PRF1 opening race of the season. Oh! But here you have it. We're on with his Ferrari, and we're going to welcome the Ferrari home. Godwin pulls away a 1.2 second lead, and Dystopian's going to have a dig at it. I'm going to have to welcome Godwin home on the track. But what's Dystopian got on the final corners of this race? I don't think he'll be able to do it unless he can get a real pipping on the start-finish grid. What a race end here. Oh, what a race. What a race. And here they come, and there's slides and skids all over it, and DK takes the race win with the Dystopian second and Godwin third. In comes Master Spread on fifth. Over the line he goes. DK made a statement at the beginning. He said he was confident with his ability, and he is going to be absolutely stomping with that win. Unfortunately, I haven't learnt how to do voice interviews. I'm not too sure if Discord can do it, but I can certainly try. So DK, Dystopian and Godwin, if you want to jump onto the voice chat on Discord, I will certainly give you the podium interviews. But I just want to run down the leaders now in the final of this race. What a race we had in Australia. Unfortunate at the beginning with a few incidents, to say the least, but we had a good race, that's for sure. And the points are in the bags for the winners. So I'm just going to quickly run down the winners. There he is. It's the Scottish Haggis Eater. It's DK. His confidence shone through tonight. He's going to raise that cup in the air. Let's have it. Stick it up there. Go on, stick it up in the air. Look down at your crew. They're all proud of you, buddy. The champagne opens and there it goes. Everybody's getting it wet. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I'm Gavin Bass 1 and I was your commentator tonight. And the race winner was DK. Dystopian, fastest lap. Driver of the day was Dystopian. And Jeff Aboom, most overtakes. And the cleanest driver tonight was Hosty. So, driver of the day. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. There's your winners. DK, Dystopian, Godwin, Trappy, Master Spread, Mike Legend, Linsky, Schmitty, Slippery Salmon, Clem, Hosty, Jeff Aboom, Shaggy, Andrew P. Smith and P14, Fuse Demon, Gareth Mini, Mad Scar, Tricks, AMS Axel. And there you have it, and the end of this Australian Grand Prix. And I'm Gavin Bass 1. I'm just going to go on to Discord and I'm going to see if you are there. And if you're there, well and good. This is the first time I've even tried to do this. I'm going to go down to performance racing, and I don't see any chats for doing this. I'm on a PlayStation 5. I can't connect to the Discord with PlayStation 5, especially when you've got computer drivers and you've also got probably an Xbox driver. So unfortunately, I can't do that, but maybe the admins could contact me during the week and ask or tell me how I can set up driver interviews after the race so that everybody watching the stream can watch it. Absolutely 100% superb race tonight in Australia. Super proud of my friend DK. Confident. You may call him confident. You may call him cocky. You can call him whatever you want. He doesn't care because he got a P1. He was either a reserve tonight, taking a P1 in this PRF1 league in Lauda. So I think DK, if there's a seat free, ask the admins, ask the owner, can you have a seat? If not, continue putting your name down in those reserves and get yourself involved in what I believe is one of the best leagues out there. Yes, there was a few incidents earlier on. I'm sure Clem's not a happy man, not too sure how it was caused, not my concern of how it's caused. That's what the stewards are for. And keep it respectful, guys, in the group chat. There's no point in getting angry with each other. Let the stewards sort these incidents out, and I'm sure those guys will come up with the right outcome. But again, it's a good evening from me. I'm Gavin Bass 1. I'm your commentator in the Lauda division. I'm also your commentator in the Hamilton division of this PRF1 league. And I am really, really privileged to have the role as commentator. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the racing. and I'm enjoying the camaraderie with the guys in the league. They're a good bunch of guys. They're friendly, they're helpful, and that is all very much appreciated. And lastly of all, a big shout out to the admins, stewards, and the people that run this league that make it possible for all you guys to have such a good night. So from me, Gavin Bass 1, as you know, keep her lit at all times, and I'll be seeing you next week for round 2. At that stage, I'll have all the details, all the points, and we will start to be able to see the picture evolving as we run into the second race of this round 12 or season 12 of PRF1. So it's good evening from me. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. And DK, knock yourself out, buddy. Cheers. Bye bye.